couple hours later and we are now finally getting ready to head out. We took a nap for a little bit because we took a red-eye flight from LAX and it took off at like 9 and we got here at like 5. And I feel like I maybe got 2 hours of sleep on the entire flight, so we just crashed for a couple hours and now we're ready to take on the day. But welcome to New York, guys. We are here for just some random fun. We do want to elope next year here in Central Park, so we do want to check out some locations, and that's kind of like the big task of the trip. But we are here for 4 days, so that means we have a lot of time to explore, chill, eat, and have fun. So we're definitely going to check out some bookstores. I am just about getting ready to head out. I was actually on my Notion because I wanted to check my itinerary. This is where I put our New York itinerary. Today is kind of a chill day. We don't really have like anything booked at all, so we just have obviously a couple of options for food places. This is our 4th time here, so we have already tried a couple of places, but there's always a ton of like food spots specifically that we love hitting up because they're just honestly here or in Europe. So it's obvious if we're here, we might as well go. Also, here's the outfit of the day. I just have like this brown warm sweater, and then I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like a white ruffly skirt. It'll maybe be easier to show you guys once I'm outside, but today's actually gonna be the warmest day. I wanted to take advantage of that and wear a skirt. The rest of the days, tomorrow, actually starting tomorrow, is gonna rain. And then the rest of the days, it shouldn't be raining, but it's gonna be chilly. But yeah, we're getting ready to head out. Let's go. We incidentally ended up matching like our drinks because I'm wearing brown and I have an iced latte and he's wearing green and he has his little matcha. I mean, honestly, ever since we got our coffee machine, like it's been really hard for me to like other places as much as I like my own coffee at home, which is saying a lot and it's a great thing. But I mean, I'm still drinking. That was good. How's your matcha?
Literally same. My matcha is like pretty plain. I think it's because it doesn't have a syrup.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and at home we have like sugar-free vanilla, caramel, cinnamon syrup, so that adds a lot of flavor to whatever drinks we make. So this just kind of tastes like matcha milk. Not bad, but we've made better ones at home.
She not us off to a bad start.
We'll be good.
We've been out and about walking a little bit and we stumbled upon our very first bookstore of the week, or however long we're gonna be here. And it's called 3 Lives & Co. I don't know exactly where we're at in terms of Greenwich Village, which I think is where like Friends building is. Must stop, honestly, when you're in New York. If you're ever in New York, I would say it is definitely worth the hype. I don't know how much a slice is.
It's iconic.
How much is a slice?
A slice, it was 2 cheese slices and a Diet Coke for $11. Maybe about $3, $4 a slice.
Taking a quick break from exploring, and I sat down and started reading Hopeless. I mean, I already started it a couple of days ago, so I'm currently about 90 pages in, so almost 100. And so far, I'm pleasantly surprised by this book. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I had heard that this was not the best book in the Chestnut Springs series and that people weren't really a big fan of it. So obviously going into it, I had those kind of preconceived notions, unfortunately. But the second I picked it up, I felt like I couldn't put it down. I just really like Bo and Bailey's story so far, and I feel like it's enticing and I just want to read more. And the chemistry that is there is like a little sprout that you're just like waiting for it to bloom and blossom. So I'm actually really liking it, and like all the other Chestnut Springs series books, I am annotating it. So I did bring my marker with me on the trip because I want to make sure that I continue that.
This is the second to last book on my April TBR that I haven't read, so hopefully I can finish this sometime on this trip. That way I will be basically done with my April TBR. The only book that I didn't read in April that was on my TBR is Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher, but that one's really chunky and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna bring that on the trip. So that will still stay on my priority TBR because I do really wanna read that. It's just not gonna happen for me this month, but that makes me really, really close to finishing my TBR, which is so satisfying because that physical TBR really just gets bigger and bigger, especially with like March, April, May. I feel like had so many new book releases and I just couldn't help myself. So I purchased them and I've been doing a really good job of reading them. So I'm staying on top of the new releases, but then that means that my regular physical TBR gets a little bit neglected. So it's just, you know, we're trying to find a balance here. But so far, I am loving New York. I really, really like this trip so far because I think I mentioned earlier, but we're not really doing anything like too booked and busy sort of vibe, like no museum bookings so far that are like super strict, no tours, none of that. It's mostly just like exploring at our own pace, trying new places, trying places that we love, finding bookstores. So it's really such a vibe. The weather is also perfect. We've been here, I think 4 times. This might be like our 5th. Every single time we come, it's in the winter. So it's like freezing cold. And right now it's like 74 degrees, which is like to die for. And this is the first time I'm seeing people's legs in New York City and it's fun. I'm having a good time. So that's my little update for now. I am gonna continue reading this because like I said, I'm really enjoying it and hopefully it remains that way throughout the rest of the book. Are you recording? We made it to our next bookstore stop. It's called McNally Jackson Independent Bookseller. Let's go check it out. I just walked in there and it's freaking huge. A lot bigger than the first one we went to today because that one was teeny tiny. This one looks ginormous. Let's go in. Cute. Already, this bookstore is a lot bigger than the first one we went to today. Unfortunately, I won't be getting any books because they are not going to fit in my luggage, so we're just going to browse. They do have a lot of different sections, and they also have like cards and journals, which I love to see in a bookstore because it's fun to browse. We're at, I think, the 3rd bookstore of the day. This is Strand. I've been here before, I think twice. It's probably one of my favorites just because of its sheer size. It's huge, but I don't really want to buy a book. If anything, some merch behind me would be kind of sick, like a hoodie or a tote bag. We're just gonna browse and see what they have. I think I'm gonna do this tote bag. It's a blue canvas bag, but I really like it because it has a zipper. And I have a lot of tote bags, but I don't have any that have a zipper. And it honestly fits a lot too. They have the normal one too without the zipper, but I think it's like a $5 difference. And this one's bigger and again, has a zipper. They also have a mini bag, but I think I'm gonna go with this one. How's it look, guys? Bye. Last bookstore of the day because I'm quite frankly exhausted and we've hit, I think, 4 at this point. And of course we have to end it here. Barnes & Noble, Union Square. It's like 4 stories. It's huge. Let me show you. Whoa, personal door opener. 10 out of 10. I'm literally too exhausted to go upstairs, so we're not gonna do that. Plus, I'm not gonna buy anything. We just came to come because obviously we had to, it was here. I'm tapping out for the day. I think we did enough.
Good morning, y'all. First stop of the day is some Ichiran breakfast, probably our favorite ramen spot in Japan when we were there.
Guys, we were supposed to go to the Yankee game today and it got postponed due to inclement weather. So we're gonna try to go tomorrow because we're gonna have a doubleheader. But it was funny, we were literally completely ready, about to step out the door when would you get like an email or something? And it said it got postponed. So then we had to kind of think on the spot about what we were gonna do instead today. But I think we still figured it out and it's gonna work out perfectly. But it was just funny that happened. Good thing we were still home when it happened though. That way we were able to like pivot. Okay, we have our ramen here and I already know it's gonna be like scalding hot. So I'm a little scared that I'm gonna burn the heck out of my mouth because I always tend to do that. But let's just try it. We haven't had this like in probably like 2 years. And this is an amazing ramen. They sell it sometimes in like Asian markets, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. We also got an egg each, which I actually don't even know how to break this open. I'm not a big eater of like, what are these, soft-boiled, hard-boiled eggs? But I think you like crack it. I don't know. We'll see, but let's try the ramen. The noodles are such perfect consistency. This is so comforting on a rainy day. There's nothing better, honestly. Extremely good. It's so good.
Yeah.
Explored 2 potential elopement spots and one of them we really liked. The other one was like a probable no, but we have 3 more spots we want to check out, but I think we're gonna save those for tomorrow before the Yankee game. So now the mission is to go find like a pub or a bar to go watch a soccer game. We're gonna do that and then we have a dinner reservation, which I'm really excited for. Good morning, guys. It is day 3 of New York City and we are coming at you from Central Park. We are actually at a little cafe and we just ordered our food, so we're about to have breakfast. And today we finally decided to use the subway because we're done. Our legs are giving out. Me specifically, I think he would agree. We decided to take the subway because today we are going to Yankee game, so it's going to be more of a restful day, which I'm very excited about. We stumbled upon a half marathon being run here in Central Park, which is so cute. It was like a women's run and now I'm kind of wanting to do a half marathon. I feel like I could do a half, maybe, with some training. I don't know, call me crazy. Very excited to eat. I feel like we haven't eaten any like vegetables or fruits in the last few days, so we got some chia seed pudding, and that's about the only healthy-ish thing that we got. The weather here is absolutely beautiful. It's like chilly, but it's very sunny. As you can see around me, it's like completely green, which we love that. I honestly could probably sit here for like 3 hours and be thoroughly entertained doing nothing, but just like watching, people watching, bird watching, everything watching, and reading, of course.
Hi guys, we're back at the Sonder, which is like our little Airbnb for the night, and we're just gonna shower and get ready for bed because tomorrow we have our last full day in New York City. Today was a lot of fun. I feel like it was all a blur because I feel like every single day we keep doing so much. Today was the Yankee Stadium, or well, the Yankee game. What did we do for breakfast? Oh yeah, we did Central Park Little Cafe. It's felt long, but it also, like, you never want your trip to end, so. I will say I haven't done much reading. I keep taking my book with me everywhere I go, and I am currently on page 177. So I would say maybe about 45% through the book. I really do want to finish this before the end of April. So we do still have a couple of days. Tomorrow is going to be a lot more of a chill day because I think we're just going to be going to like Central Park. So I'm definitely going to take my book with me and hoping to do some damage. Since we're already at our Airbnb, I'm just going to shower, get ready for bed, and probably do some reading tonight. So tomorrow I will do an update and let you guys know how much I've read and then what my thoughts are at that time. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Just got done with our boat ride, so now to complete our full day in Central Park, we are going to head to Sheep's Meadow, which is like a huge lawn in the middle of Central Park that we just really love because it has a great view and you can really just chill, do some like reading, throw a frisbee, a boomerang around, and there's also a cafe like right next to it that we love to go to, which I think we went to yesterday. So we're gonna go check out that and see if we want to get like a little drink or a little pastry, dessert, anything, and then just chill at the lawn because one of us is really tired after that boat ride and it's not me. But yeah, if you ever want to, you can literally spend a whole day here at Central Park. There's just so much to do and it's so inexpensive. It's such a great way to spend time in New York City without feeling like you have to like spend a lot of money. I mean, there are like carriage rides and then the like petty bike cabs that will cost you a pretty penny, but use your own 2 feet or the city bikes and you're golden. That boat ride was like maybe less than $30. We did a little bit over an hour. To be honest, they didn't even check like if we were there for like an hour or how long we were there. So at your own risk, but after an hour, I feel like that's plenty of time to just like do what you need to do and have a great time. So off to go relax at Sheep's Meadow we go. Y'all with a little review from Central Park. I am now 250 pages in and so far I'm still really enjoying it. I do feel like Bo and Bailey are kind of creating a friendship, which I really like. I feel like their situation is very precarious and unique in the sense that this is sort of basically a marriage for convenience trope. They're both really getting to know each other and they actually feel like they like each other but in a friendly way, and they're really having a friendship first before a romance. So I'm really enjoying that. I also really, of course, love the found family aspect, which I do with all these books. I also think I'm now seeing where the next series is going to come in. I think we just talked about one of the characters that's going to have a whole book based about him in the next series. So again, very excited to finish this one and start the next one. But I'm really enjoying this book. Do I want it to end? No. I feel like I really enjoy Bo and Bailey. Are they my favorites? No, just because it's going to be hard to beat Sloane and Jasper and Theo and Winter. I feel like they could honestly be my third favorite. I don't know. It just depends on how the book ends. But 250 pages in, very much enjoying it. I am still going to try to finish it maybe today or tomorrow. But I have a very early flight tomorrow. I literally have to wake up at 4 a.m. So I don't think I'll be doing much reading in the morning or on the flight because I'm going to be trying to sleep. But maybe once I land and kind of get myself together, we'll pick up the book again and hopefully finish it. Hey guys, I'm back home. As you can probably tell, it's a few days later and I was actually finishing up the edit for this video and I got to the end and realized I didn't even have like an ending clip, and that's my fault. So I got home on Tuesday and today's Friday, so it's been a few days, but I feel like the second I landed I was just so tired. I started getting a little sick, so the last few days I've been trying to deal with that, and right now I feel great, perfect. Again, I was editing the video and realized I didn't have an end clip, so now you get to see me. Hi. Anyway, I also didn't give you guys my final thoughts and my rating for Hopeless. I did end up finishing it. Actually, that day on Tuesday, I was able to finish it, and I ended up rating it 3.75 stars. Now, I feel like it was super close to a 4-star, and it was right there, but then there was like a physical scene towards the very end that just kind of put me off and knocked it down a little bit, but I didn't feel comfortable giving it like a 3.5, just because I thought it was more meaningful to me than that, so I gave it 3.75, and that's kind of what I'm sticking with. I will say I really did enjoy this book. Like I was telling you guys the entire time, I bought into the chemistry, I bought into the tension, I liked the flirtiness, the banter, and the end, I think it was the epilogue, no, it was Harvey's chapter. At the end we get a Harvey chapter, and it was just so sweet, and it was everything I wanted and more for the end of this series. So I can't believe I am finally done actually now with the Chestnut Springs series. I will be reading the new series actually this month. It's May today, and I have Wild Love, which is the first book in that series, on my TBR for May. Actually, I have it like right behind the camera here. So this is what I'm going to be reading next. Sorry if the lighting's a little weird too. You guys are like in front of a light bulb, so it's like backlit, but then we have this. Anyway, we're going to start this series this month, so stay tuned. But again, really liked this. I would say they're maybe tied with my third favorite couple with Kate and Willa. I know Kate and Willa are like everybody's favorite couple, and I really like them too, but I did like Beau and Bailey as well. I feel like their friendship really flourished and was established before they kind of got into like an actual relationship, which is one of my favorite things when I read romances. I feel like my favorite couple, I think I'm going to give it to Jasper and Sloane, just because they're like childhood best friends to lovers, and nothing will ever beat that for me. But Theo and Winter come in super close second because they really just took me by surprise. I did not really have any expectations going into Reckless, and that book blew me away. So they're my second favorite, and then I would say Beau and Bailey and Willa and Kate are tied for third, and then Summer and Rhett would probably be fourth. Even though I still really liked them, I still really liked that book, they're just not my favorite. Some of these romances are honestly top tier, so I would definitely recommend this series if you haven't read it yet, and then let me know if you've read Wild Love and if it's good and if I'm gonna enjoy it. But I really cannot wait to start this series. So that's all for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. My trip to New York was amazing, and I cannot wait to be back next year for a really fun little event. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.